everyone, I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. It is Thursday, January 9th, 2025. Many of you might be interested in this watch duty. It talks about different disasters across, I don't know if it's the country or the West Coast, but it is a free app. And on here also, we have what they show is small animal shelters. We got one right here, and it gives directions to the location. And there's another one here, but it doesn't say if it's open. This is for small animals, it says. As you can see, there's 5 fires currently burning there. In just the last 2 days, the app has seen over 750,000 new users. I'll give you a link to this website. It's available at the Apple Store, Google Play, and for computers. As of this morning, it was the top free app on the Apple App Store, Watch Duty. It was first inspired by fires in the North Bay back in 2020. Its goal is to make evacuation warnings and other information about fires more accessible to people living in areas near the disasters. The app uses active and retired firefighters, first responders, and dispatchers to monitor radio scanners and other sources of information. What that means is they use local knowledge, and they tell the website more about the fires in the area. Watch Duty is run by a nonprofit and does not have ads, and the organization will not sell personal information. So you might want to check it out. We also have locations of evacuation shelters. Let me bring this out a little bit. So the newest one, I believe, is the Lydia fire, or maybe the Sunset fire. The fierce wildfires continue to burn today, Thursday, in the Los Angeles area, leaving at least 5 dead. Somewhere around 2,000 structures have been destroyed, and 130,000 people, it's up by about 30,000 people, have been forced to evacuate. The Palisades fire is now classified as the most destructive in Los Angeles history. The fast-moving flames burned through homes and businesses as residents fled smoke-filled canyons and picturesque neighborhoods that are home to many celebrities. From the chatter that I hear, they're now worried about the Hollywood sign that's up on the hill and part of the Walk of Stars, the stars that they have where they put their handprint and the stars in the sidewalk. I guess they're worried about those areas being threatened now. These fires are not going to be out anytime soon. Fire crews around the country have dispatched hundreds of firefighters that are scheduled to be deployed there for at least 2 weeks. 5 of the people that died, I believe, were trying to save their homes because they lost insurance. So if you're one of the 130,000 people that have been put under evacuation orders, please do so. There was an interesting news article that I watched about one man who saved his home and 2 other neighbor homes, I guess, by shoveling dirt, which reminded me of the firefighters. When they're up in the hills and forests, that's what they use. They shovel dirt on top of fires. The fires have consumed a total of about 42 square miles, nearly the size of the entire city of San Francisco. The latest update I have on these fires is the Palisades fire. At least 17,234 acres have burned, 0% contained. The Eaton fire is at 10,600 acres, 0% contained. The Hearst fire is at least 855 acres, 10% of that is contained. And the Lydia fire, at least 348 acres have burned and is 40% contained. The Sunset fire, at least 42.8 acres has burned and it's 0% contained. Downtown Palisades on Sunset Boulevard Well, that's gone. Casa Nostra Tetora is completely burned down, as is Starbucks, Bank of America, and many mom and pop shops are among those damaged or destroyed. Not to mention the mom and pop shops such as hair salons, nail salons, gymnastic studios, and Palisade Flowers, all virtually gone. It brought tears to my eyes seeing all the different states that have been sending in help for these fires. There in Washington, King, Pierce, Thurston, Snohomish, and Manson counties are sending a total of six structure engines, strike teams, 30 engines total to Southern California. Each engine probably has a firefighter crew of 4 at least. The state of Idaho is sending more than 100 firefighters to help with the blaze. Utah will send 3 task forces with 60 firefighters. They left this morning at 7 a.m. The Utah firefighters from the Department of Public Safety and the Department of Natural Resources have been called to assist with the California wildfires. Officials announced this yesterday, that California requested help, and Utah's Division of Emergency Management is deploying 3 task forces from 21 agencies starting today. Here Los Angeles cut $17 million from their firefighter costs. So because they've been requested and deployed, I wonder if they're going to have to pay for the cost of these different firefighters coming in from all these different states. The $17 million that they cut, I wonder how much they're going to pay for all these assistance that they're requiring. These fire teams will assist for 2 weeks with potential extension depending on the behavior and the weather conditions. Footage on social media of a fixed-wing CL-415 dropping water onto the Pacific Palisades blades was shared by Justin Trudeau, the outgoing Prime Minister. Justin Trudeau is resigning, but he's probably still going to be in office at least until March, when they can have elections again, maybe longer. Neighbor helping neighbor, Trudeau captioned on the post on Thursday today, using the Canadian and American spellings. Oregon is sending 300 firefighters and 60 engines, who left yesterday to help fight the fires and give relief to those who are there. This is so sad for what's happening there, and to think that it's not going to be put out anytime soon, only going to get worse. The Arizona Department of Forestry and Fire Management confirmed 2 of its task force, totaling nearly a dozen engines, and water tenders have been staged at the Cleveland National Forest and the San Bernardino National Forest. It's unclear if those crews have been deployed to the active wildfire areas at this time. More than 200 personnel from the California National Guard are headed to Los Angeles to work as hand crews, probably for fire lines, to work fire crews that are spread thin in personnel and resources. Helicopters, fire crews, and equipment is also being sent from the feds, San Francisco, and Phoenix area. The state of New Mexico is sending a strike force of 25 firefighters to help combat with the wildfires that have been devastating the area. Phoenix, Arizona Fire Task Force 1 could be activated by FEMA at a moment's notice to assist in the ongoing firefight that has killed at least 5 people so far and destroyed over 2,000 structures. So FEMA, once again, is sitting on their butts. 4 firefighters and an engine from Tucson have also been dispatched, according to the Tucson Fire Department. Rural Metro Fire has also, they got 2 crew members from that location there in Tucson area, I guess, are heading to California, but it's unclear what specific fire they have been assigned to. 6 teams from across Nevada have been deployed to assist with 5 different wildfires burning around the Los Angeles area. Wednesday morning, the Clark County Fire Department announced that a team would be organized and deployed to Los Angeles to help. Yesterday, January 8th, Clark County, Nevada, had reported that the first of 24-member strike team had left for California. Utah, about 60 firefighters from various local agencies across Utah met outside the Maverick Center this morning before being deployed to the Palisades, Eaton, Hearst, Lydia, and Sunset fires. Angela Lang, Borough Chief of Response Coordination with the Utah Department of Public Safety's Utah Division of Emergency Management, said the task force would depart this morning, and would be deployed to Southern California for 14 days with the possibility of extension depending on how the fire behaves and the weather conditions are going on there. 2 weeks they're going to be there. Lang said the total request that went out from California to other states was for 40 task forces or strike teams and a total of about 200 engines. Sandy City Fire Department confirmed it was sending a Type 1 engine and firefighters with the wildland certifications to assist and to be of a task force that also includes firefighters from West Jordan, Sandy, Ormond, and Murray. Engineer Brad Wallen was deployed to California last summer to assist in battling a fire, and said the windy conditions and the fire behavior being exhibited by the Palisades fire were making for a dangerous and almost impossible firefight. Oregon, as part of the Clackamas County Task Force activated by the Clackamas Fire, said they were proud to send 3 interface engines to assist in the response to the rapidly spreading fire. 300 firefighters from Oregon are now on their way to Southern California. They left yesterday, January 8th, and it's about a 20-hour non-stop or maybe 30-hour non-stop drive. To get there, they're going to have to chain up, put on chains to go over the pass. They're only stopping to make transfers of drivers, and they're not going to stop and rest. They're going to drive continuously. They're going to bring what's called hard suction to pump water from bodies of water because of the power outages that are happening there in the Los Angeles area. 20 firefighters are coming from Mama County, 12 fire and rescue from Portland, including 3 engines with 4 firefighters on each engine, and 4 from Gresham. It's really California's fault for what's going on. They keep using global warming as a part of a get-out-of-jail-free card. If you believe global warming is increasing the fire risk, then it's up to you to do your job to increase mitigation efforts by clearing brush, having controlled burns, and making sure the reservoirs have water and not dumping it into the ocean. They're saying that water that is coming up at the faucets or fire hydrants right now is contaminated. So you're supposed to make sure you bring or find bottled water and use that and not drink the water in that area because it's all contaminated. Yeah, so maybe, this might help with the fires. I don't know. I know there's areas that up in the different canyons people can't get information. One of the canyons, they were saying when they had a fire there, a year ago, they had over 500 trucks, and this time there was only 3. But you can click on the different locations to get different information, for evacuation warnings and what's being required for that location. I hope this helps. So what are your thoughts? Please put your comments down below. Please share. Please thumbs up my videos and subscribe. And as always, please be prepared for any type of disaster. Yeah, this is just so devastating to think it's going to be a long fight. a long fight. So have you heard anything about that Hollywood sign that's on the side of the hill? Or the Walk of the Stars? Have you heard anything about that? Please put your comments down below. Thank you for watching. And have a bug out kit ready. Your life is not worth losing your home over. Yeah, maybe you have to file bankruptcy and have to start from scratch. But at least you can start over. When you lose your life or a loved one loses their life, that's it. Yeah. Please stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless y'all. Bye.